What? What?
If you have Needle or Freeze, you could just sit there underneath Whispy Woods, and he's more of an absolute joke than normal.
Yeah,
But
well, at least he doesn't give chase.
yeah, I'll stick with Burning for now because Burning's pretty rad.
I like these little intros to each stage.
Yes,
I know
I love that.
Ice cream island and cake.
I especially love the very first one because it explicitly shows you like how you can inhale enemies and get their powers. They don't have to. Boop, Mega Man.
Don't have to teach you shit.
Well, yeah, they just show Kirby like eating an enemy and getting his power. Like that's. Oh, now I know that I can do that. You know, nice job, guys.
A++ game design.
I think something this game really has go for is personality.
Oh,
Between the little dances, it kind of reminds me of Donkey Kong Country, too.
At the end of each
at the end of
stage.
it. Yeah, totally. I love it.
Kirby games are always full of personality.
Tornado is one of my
Tornado.
favorite abilities in this game. Not because it's like super good. I just think it's really fun and satisfying to just like whiz past stuff.
Am I the only one who loses control of Tornado every time?
I do too.
It's pretty hard to
I don't
control,
really like
but there
to-
actually is a pretty rigid sort of science to it. I can kind of explain it if you like.
Oh, there's Ricky being terrible at this game again.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. All right, I'm awful at it. Just lay
Like,
off.
I downloaded Kirby Adventure for the 3DS, like the 3D version, and it's like every time I get Tornado, I just like go all over the place. And I'm like, okay, I don't think this is how this ability works.
Okay.
So I clearly cannot play a game designed for 4-year-olds.
I'll teach you how it works. You ready? I'm going to teach you. You press the button once, you turn into a tornado. You move forward, and you are affected by gravity. So if you just press the button, you just sort of go in a straight line and bounce off walls. You can steer with left or right, but it's sort of, you know. The main thing you have to know about controlling Tornado is that if you hold down the button, you ascend. And if you let go of the button, you start to drop. So, you know, if you want to go up, then hold down the button, and when you want to go back down, let go of the button. And with that, you can steer and do all sorts of crazy crap with it. Try it out. This is I actually absolutely love this minigame. And it's so simple, but it's just really addictive and fun. I played this game a lot when it first came out. Basically, you want to press A to grind, but you can't grind on the black parts of the rail, so you have to let go. If you try to grind on them, then you like take damage.
Yeah, it's better than
That 3D effect.
It is better than
Yeah, it is.
it looks like Uniracers.
Doesn't it?
There was a similar game to this one in Amazing Mirror, the surfing minigame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's similar.
It's very similar. I didn't really much care for it because I was bad at it.
I always really liked this one. I used to sink probably too many hours than I should admit. It's that stupid little minigame. But anyway.
Well, didn't that like have a multiplayer?
Yeah, it had like
all
if you
the
had
games do pretty much, or most of them.
I wouldn't say all Kirby games do.
Yeah, I don't want to say all of them.
a lot
Most
of
of them. That's
A
why
lot
I
of them
correct
have-
myself.
A lot of
dude.
them have like multiplayer, like mini games, but I
Yeah.
wish more of them were like just multiplayer, like Superstar or Dreamland 3 or Epic Yarn style.
or the best multiplayer one. Return
Well, I
to
haven't
Dreamland.
played that one yet.
It's great.
Shut your face.
The giant wheel! I love Will Kirby, just because of the backwards hat.
Wheel Kirby is awesome. It's my favorite ability in the entire series.
It's just fun and satisfying ability to use.
I just want to, a few things I want to say about the chat here. One, I love the chat because they make me feel good about myself. They're all like, yeah, I suck at Tornado too. And it's like, thanks, guys. But also, Zio, or Itorez, depending on how you said, he said, I can't wait until the 4DS is announced so we can get a 3DS Kirby game.
He's got a point, man.
Because Kirby's always late to the party.
Always, dude. Kirby's Adventure, one of the very last NES games. Kirby's Dreamland 3, one of the very last. In fact, if not the last Super Nintendo
Yeah,
game.
that game came out in 96.
Yeah.
By the time Dreamland 3 came out, I'm pretty sure the Nintendo 64 was already in stores.
It was. And then there's, Kirby 64 was kind of late.
Mass Attack,
very late in the DS's lifespan. 3DS was
and
already
Return
out.
to Dreamland even.
Yep. Kirby's always late to the party, but I kind of admire that, It's
Well,
like a
this one
console.
came out about time, right?
It's like a console's. Well, this was one of the first, Game Boy Advance games, but there were a lot of Kirby games for the Game Boy Advance and DS.
Dreamland 3 is the last first-party game released for the Super Nintendo in North America, and it was released a whole year after the Nintendo 64 had come out.
Yeah, that's pretty.
That's
silly.
ridiculous.
It's kind of a console's last hurrah when they get like a final Kirby game for it. Even though there were like 3 on the DS, Mass Effect came out towards the end.
What I find funny is like this is one of the few Kirby games that came out early in the
4
console's lifespan, but it's mostly because it's a remake.
Yeah.
Most of the work was already done.
Yep. They just revamped the sprites and stuff. I love that Wheel can drive on water. That's
Just be awesome.
that's so cool. Did you know it could do that?
Yes.
I did know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Tell me
Did you
more.
know that supersonic is faster than regular Sonic?
Yes, I did. Thanks for clearing that up, Josh.
Pro tips.
Anyway,
Did you know that if you hold down the button for tornado, you ascend?
I just told you that.
I know.
Here's our introduction
That's
to
the joke.
the Meta Knights,
The Meta Knights.
who are way easier without abilities because you could just eat them.
You can just eat them.
Yeah, you could
Eat
just
'em,
walk
man.
over it.
Eat 'em.
I wish you could eat away all my problems.
I know, Kirby's living the life, man. Anything that's just like giving him trouble, he could just eat it.
And he has the most insane metabolism I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, same weight all day, every day.
I love when he
Probably.
goes underwater and has a little snorkel.
Yeah, that's the best.
I know that's in like every Kirby game, but I still love it.
It's not in Kirby's Dream Land.
Well,
like how he-
nothing was in Kirby's Dream Land.
Yeah.
Kirby's Dream Land had Kirby, Dedede, Krakow, Whispy Woods, and Dreamland.
And
That's it.
Crack, oh motherfucker.
And Waddle Dees and Mumblies, of all things. Those weird mummy enemies from Dream
Yeah,
Land.
yeah. Dreamland has nothing.
Whoa, are we repeating mini games?
Yeah, we haven't even
Well, yeah,
seen
well,
the
this
third
one
one
is
yet,
just so.
and then we're already playing the first one again. Oh shit. Alright. Blow that sucker up real good.
Yeah.
Kill that motherfucker.
That motherfucker deserves it.
Yeah, he said stuff about your mom.
Little innocent Kirby. Talking shit about your mom.
Yeah, I won that time.
Angry
that
eyes and
sucker real
everything.
I look pretty happy right now. No angry eyes on me.
Well, they obviously
Got
missed
angry
the screen.
eyes to hold.
American Herbie is hardcore.
Yes.
American Herbie.
Yes. The love bug.
Kirby Reloaded.
American Herbie is hardcore.
Oops.
He died.
I just walked, I just walked over.
You just jumped right off, you asshole.
Suicide.
What
Yep.
was that even?
Hey, see these weird pig-headed enemies? Yeah, they weren't in the original Kirby's Adventure. They replaced Bounders with these weird gip things for no reason. No reason.
They also replaced.
Are they
Bound-
flying pigs?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they-
flying pigs.
They also replaced Bounder with this enemy in
Superstar
Ultra as
Yeah.
well.
So Bounder.
Somebody who like got hired by HAL after or before this game, like in the 2000s, just was like, you know, that Bounder enemy, I don't like him.
He said.
Flying pig.
Flying pigs.
Flying
Someone
pigs are
always-
so 2000.
Someone was
Did you
like,
say
I really
Gip?
like Digimon.
Yeah, Gip. His name is Pig backwards.
Original.
Yes.
I know. I like this clock guy. What's his name? TikTok?
TikTok, I think is his name. Because, you know, original.
Original. Yeah. He's cool. He's got like clock hands for a mustache. That's
You know,
nice.
Was he new?
No, he's,
No,
not,
he's
new.
not new.
They did
You know-
replace one of the mini bosses, but that's not the one they replaced. Oh shit.
There's apparently some like Danny Phantom fan with like really likes the TikTok character in Danny Phantom. So every time I see like another character named that, they always have like a trivia section where like there's also a character from Danny Phantom named that.
TikTok is the most generic name for a time-based thing in existence.
I really like that.
More generic than Time Man?
I wanted to point out, like, when you copy this first Lazorb or whatever their names is,
Laser.
whenever you copy anything, Kirby like demonstrates the ability. And since there's a slope here, you know, since you can't like copy this guy without landing down here, it shows you that hey, the laser bounces off of walls. That is good conveyance, guys. Am I right?
Yeah, it's great conveyance.
That's good conveyance.
Hal knows their stuff. My dad always said for years that if this game had come out earlier in the NES's lifespan, people would have been shitting their pants.
Because it would have revolutionized everything.
Yeah, I mean, the original Kirby's Adventure already did a shit ton. It had parallax scrolling and, you know, all these, like, variable abilities and stuff and these beautiful graphics. I know I'm playing the Game Boy Advance version and you're seeing none of that, but...
Yeah, these graphics, you know, for the Game Boy Advance, not really pushing it to the limit.
Yeah, well, the original Kirby's Adventure, it was a big deal. It was serious.
This is pretty impressive for an NES game.
Yeah.
They really did push to the limit.
Yeah,
Eat
look
your
at all-
heart out, Capcom.
Look at all the colors. Laser is another ability they had to design a new hat for, so I think that's neato. It's got like a visor that,
Shoots beams.
well, like he pulls it over his face to shoot the beam. Like he wears it above, like.
It's like Rob. Whoa.
Yeah. Beep beep beep.
Have you guys noticed that anything pixelated, because we're talking about graphics a few minutes ago, anything pixelated is referred to as 8-bit by default?
That drives me
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, people, when the Scott Pilgrim game came out, like, everybody ever in existence, like, even game journalists were like, oh, the new 8-bit Scott Pilgrim game. And I'm just like, you fucking moron!
Yeah.
Look at the fucking game!
That is not 8-bit. You piece of
I
shit.
channeled my inner Seth Rogen.
That makes me mad too, man. Freddie Wong, who I love, just put out a video of like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter in what he claims is 8-bit. I was like, no fucking 8-bit console could do anything that looks even close to this.
Yeah.
Well, David was complaining, I think it was on Twitter, where he was all like that, or like, you know you're a nerd when you're looking at the Wreck-It Ralph poster and realize that it's not actually 8-bit.
It's not.
Yep.
Too many colors.
16-bit, really?
It's not.
Yeah.
It's Wreck-It Ralph poster. It's got like I think too many colors
Yeah,
for
8-bit.
8-bit.
8-bit sprites can only have four colors per sprite.
Yeah.
Unless
What
they
about Mega Man?
Unless-
unless
you're Capcom,
unless you're
man.
Capcom and you know how to cheat the system.
You could do layers.
Unless you're
Which, by the way, the Wreck-Em Ralph sprite, no, not
Yeah.
not Capcom.
Yeah, it's just Disney doesn't know what they're doing.
That shit drives me
Looks
insane
good.
too. Just throwing that out there. But I thought I was the only one.
No, dude, like that when that Scott Pilgrim game came out, and every single article I read ever was calling it 8-bit. I was like, you guys are not looking at the fucking game. Look at the shading. I don't even think it's 16-bit.
Might be 32. Yeah.
Like
Or
this
like,
game is not even 8. It's not even what you're getting wrong.
Well, my favorite is Code Monkeys. Like all the advertisements was about how it's 8-bit. No, just edits off River City Ransom.
Well,
But with more color.
Ransom was 8-bit, but
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, every character has like 30 colors or something.
Yeah.
I'm exaggerating. It's probably more like 10.
Well, still, that's people toss that around. They just think like, oh, it's sprites. The only thing they ever used sprites was 8-bit. The Goombas.
8-bit! 8-bit, motherfucker!
Shitty looking pixelated graphics is 8-bit, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it is a moneymaker, though. You know, like, people automatically go, oh, it's retro.
That
Josh,
drives me crazy. too.
I'm sure the chat really appreciates you explaining what the conversation we're having is while they're listening to us having the conversation.
This is
I
my
was just answering that guy.
this is my favorite new
Well-
Kirby hat, the Iceman or Popo Kirby hat.
The Popo Ice Climber Kirby head.
Well,
Sorry, when you said
what he was
Popo, I
answering
thought
was,
See.
Yeah,
There
Mr.
was
Popo Kirby, that needs to be a thing.
It's Game and Watch Kirby from Brawl. That's Mr. Popo Kirby.
Yeah, but he needs to be more racist. He He needs to be more offensive. Oh, paint roller is awesome.
He is awesome.
But basically what Josh was doing was someone was like, well, I like Scott Pilgrim art style. None of us were talking bad about Scott Pilgrim. It was just more of the advertisements and people, what they said about it was incorrect.
Yeah. We know.
Yeah, they're dumb.